Oh, hello. Hello. It's me, Jake. I was going to put on where are the other show business glasses? I don't know where those are. It's going to be these today. All right. Greetings, everybody. Hey, it's me, Jake. Facebook has changed or Meta, whatever they're calling themselves now. They've changed their live settings. So I'm a little bit late because it took me a second to figure out how to flip the screen around so you could read that. Three tries. Anyway, I think I've got that sorted out. And welcome aboard. Yeah, I got back. Friday was our first show back after the trip to New Zealand. Lady Jerry, still in New Zealand. Rich, greetings to you, sir. Um, and welcome aboard. Flavia, I see you. I'm supposed to be doing it this way. All right. Flavia, I see you. Dave, greetings to you, sir. Julie, greetings. Hello, or hola, as we say. So what am I doing now? I'm back. Got my Bible stories. Got Fanula ready for school. She's at a basketball team meeting right now, and her first day of school is Thursday. So she's scheduled to take another SAT test. We've been through looking at colleges to apply to. Jen, I see you. Pick, greetings to you. Yeah, so we're back. Excuse me, not COVID. I keep testing myself. I'm not COVID. I did get some kind of rough schnotzy thing while I was down in New Zealand, but I'm back again. Michael, welcome back. Good to see you, Flavia. I'm still on haha hallelujah. Michael, I couldn't stop thinking about that over the weekend. Charlie, howdy doody. So what am I doing? I'm thumbing through thumbing through Seize the Days for later. What do I need that for? I don't need that because it's time for the. Well, hey, let's ask Mr. Predicto. Mr. Predicto, is it time for the children's Bible story of Tuesday? Um,
It has been determined so.
It has been determined so. Finally, Mr. Predicto's team playing. Rachel, does little Jerry want to stay in California for college? I think she wants to not, but I think she's open to the possibility. Tulane University is on her radar. Nothing would really make me happier than if she got into Tulane and I had to go down to New Orleans for 4 years. Jen, you landed the highest paying of 3 jobs you've been interviewing for. Goodbye, Williams Sonoma. Yeah, F those A's. And welcome aboard to your new home. I hope that it's nice products for all of us. Michael, it's your birthday since 7 minutes. 52 is the new answer for all questions. Yeah, well, excellent. Congratulations, Michael. 52. Very cute age. Very cute age. I was adorable at 52. So here we go. Today's children's Bible story from the Children's Bible. Looks like the video has been interrupted. I don't think it's really been interrupted. I'm broadcasting it and receiving it on the iPad, and so sometimes I'm even hijinxed on my own hijinks, which is worse than being hoisted on your own petard. No, it's not. Hoisted on your own petard is bad. Petard's a sword. Hijinks is just a metaphorical piece of nonsense. The Centurion's Servant, today's children's Bible story. Jesus preached throughout the land for many days until he returned to the city of Capernaum. Anyway, here he was met by some Jewish elders who told him of a man who was lying dangerously ill. He was the much-loved servant of a Roman soldier, a centurion. Soldier is a centurion, not the servant is not a centurion. They told Jesus that the centurion had asked them to beg Jesus to come to him. The centurion is a good man, said the elders. He built a synagogue for us, and he's done much to help our people. Finally, some positive news about a centurion. But As Jesus approached the house, the centurion himself came out to meet him. Lord, I thank you for your trouble, but do not come in any further. I know I am not fit to stand before you, nor am I worthy to ask you into my house. I'm a man used to authority, to giving orders and having them obeyed. And in the same way, I know that you have only to say the word, and my servant will be cured. So I'm not completely positive what the centurion is saying, but it's like, I'm an authority. I'm sort of a jerk, so don't come in my house. I'm used to being a jerk. And I know you can cure my servant by not even coming in my house. And why would you want to come into a jerk's house? I think that's what he's saying. But there's no translation. This is for children. Children are supposed to be able to figure this out. I, Michael, am 62 years old. I can't figure it out. Jesus, astonished at the soldier's speech, turned to the people who were following him and said, look at this man. How about this guy? And listen to what I'm about to say. I have not in the whole of Israel found a stronger nor a truer faith. Then to the centurion he said, go to your servant, for he is now healed. Jesus, not making a big... I did it from out here. I did it from the street, just like you said you knew I could, which I think is a song from the 60s. The elders were amazed, even more so, when they went to the house and found the servant completely cured. So the elders are amazed. The elders are amazed, first of all, that Jesus even said that he had cured the servant. Then when they go and find out that he actually did it, boom, even more amazed. That type of stuff used to get the elders turned into a pillar of salt or vaporized back in the Old Testament. But here in the New Testament, it's a whole new world. You can admit to being like, Jesus, come on, really? You cured him from inside the house? Go check him. Go check him. A little bit of David Copperfield's magic type stuff from Jesus. There's a miracle. Cured the centurion's servant. Awesome story. Thank you, Children's Bible. Loving the New Testament. Kinder, softer God. Really love it. Where are we at right now? People wishing Michael happy birthday. That's great. Something you read recently, Eric M. The longest living human was a woman in France who died in 1997 at the age of 122. She smoked cigarettes until she was 117 and ate 2 pounds of chocolate a week. She said that she had only one wrinkle and she was sitting on it. Come on, Eric. Really? That was the beginning part true? Or it could all be true, but it's just weird that that's a story about the oldest person who ever lived, and it's also a vagina joke. Bit rough. Alan, you're going to be 52 on Thursday. Welcome aboard. Very cute age. Happy birthday to you in advance, 2 days early. Charlie, you did like the wrinkle joke. 122. She smoked cigarettes till she was 117. Yeah, I feel like this cold longevity thing, like my wife's grandmother, 103 and a half. We visited her while we were there, and I have to say, awesome. She's awesome. Love her. Long may she wave. I think she's ready to get out of here. That's what her daughter is saying. And I think when I look at her, that if I was 103 and a half, I might have been ready to get out of here too. As I'm reading these stories, I read a newspaper article reviewing the Hollywood romance thing that Ethan Hawke produced about Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward. Maybe you want to see it, but then Paul Newman, he's always my kind of over under of how long you should live, because he came up with a healthy, delicious salad dressings and pasta sauces. And 84, that's when Paul Newman checked out. Do I think I'm better than Paul Newman? No. And so 84, that's a solid number. As you get closer to that number where you think is you're out, hitting the exit, I think your attitude about it changes. But as long as I'm not decrepit and I can still get some stuff done, I'm in the game. Although I do think about busting out there every once in a while, just because I've had it with the world some days. But I don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up over. Charlie, you like the wrinkle joke because of handing us the bad health behavior excuse. Yeah, I guess I do too. Ouija, good to see you, sir. I saw I had an email from you. I haven't looked at it. Oh, I got an email from Jen too. Oh, Jake, the story of the woman from France is from Bill Bryson's book, The Body. Oh, Eric, Bill Bryson. He's not afraid. He's not afraid to put a joke in if he needs one. I mean, I love Bill Bryson, fellow Iowan, international star. I think he's less known in the United States. He's much more famous and well known in Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. Speaking of bodies, how about that Anne H craziness? Yeah, Jen, I thought it was really nutto too. The Anne H gone at 52, 53. Terrible flaming car. Dave, Paul Newman tried to run you over in 1997. Well, congratulations. He's not able to do that anymore. So you're one of the few, the proud. Um, Rich, your wife works at a hospital in Canada. She had a patient that was 90 and filled out assisted suicide paperwork. He wasn't sick, but he wanted out. He gave up. Yeah, I get it. I can see how you might want to give up at 90. I could see it. I don't know. Who knows how I'll feel when I get there. I'm not giving up now, although, as I said, I do often feel like I might like to give up. Here's a guy who didn't give up. I was reading the New York Times today from Sunday. Kamoya Kimyu. Kamoya Kimyu, and that's a photo of him from the New York Times. He's out walking in these rocks. He was from Kenya, and he just passed away at I believe it was 80 years of age. Gosh, he thinks he's 84. He doesn't. He didn't know his exact age, but he believed it to be about 84. Isn't that nice? How old would you be if you just had to guess at your age based on how you felt? You can't even look in the mirror. Can't even look in the mirror. How do you feel? How old do you think you are? I gotta say, late 30s, early 40s. That's how I feel most of the time. Sometimes a little sore. Once I look at the mirror, I'm solidly in my 50s. But anyway, Kamoya Kimeu, this is great. This is giant. This is a whole. He's got a half-page obituary in here, because he was a Kenyan, and he worked with the Leakeys, who were famous. Is it anthropologists? Yes, I believe that's right. The Leakeys. They trained him, and he in turn trained dozens of Kenyan fossil finders. He was very good at just walking through these big patches of just busted tiny rocks and seeing skeletal remains. And he could identify animal or human ancestors. And his biggest achievement came in 1984 on an expedition around Kenya's Lake Turkana with Richard Leakey and Alan Walker, and an anthropologist from Penn State. Shout out to Penn State. And he goes out on a long walk, and he sees this little tiny piece of something, and it turns out to be a part of a skull that then they found the whole skeleton after a major excavation. 1.6 million year old ancestor of ours, and amazing. And he was responsible for finding. I didn't do the proper highlighting of this article, but he was responsible for finding an incredible amount of amazing skeletal remains of our hominid ancestors. And I just thought, how interesting a thing that you can find when you read their obituaries. 84. So he lived to be, well, he believes that he's 84. He doesn't know for sure. So that again, this guy and Paul Newman lived to be about the same age. I would say probably radically different lifestyles. I don't think this guy ever went, well, I shouldn't say never. He probably did go to a Hollywood party, because that's how Hollywood parties, hey, you wind up at them. That's just how it works. But so shout out to Kamoya Kimeu, and check out that obituary in the New York Times. If you receive it, you can read it. Worth your time. So Ouija, you're saying 27. You feel like you're 27. Awesome. Jeffrey, wait till you hit 60. Yeah. Yeah, I have hit 60. Julie, I already corrected it. Autocorrect sucks sometimes. Grammar Nazis rule. Yeah, welcome to the internet, everybody. There's somebody who's ready to correct your grammar and your spelling. You never wound up at a Hollywood party. Julie, your time is coming. You just got, well, you need to, I think my days of winding up at a Hollywood party are over. Otherwise, um, I would say maybe I can help you, but I don't think I can help you. Um, they rule Julie or they rule Julie. Ah, little commas in there. Rich, nice. I love the grammar jokes. Um, I don't think the great thing about Hollywood parties is the food is often quite good, but then also quite often quite average. I guess that's true of all. How can that didn't really tell you anything about what I know about Hollywood parties, but generally the more famous you are, the better the food is because you're entitled to go to the nicer far end of the Hollywood party. Or yeah, they've only got beer and wine unless you're Brad Pitt, and then you can have whatever you want. And not that I have anything against Brad Pitt getting whatever he wants. I'm for that. So there you go. God, I saw Brad Pitt in a green it was made out of sweatsuit type material, it looked like, but it was a suit, a green sweatsuit material suit with some yellow sneakers on the red carpet wearing a teal blue shirt. And I was like, Brad Pitt, how come I don't know where you shop? Because I need that. Meanwhile, I've got this new black t-shirt Henley, and I'm feeling good about that I ordered off the .com. Commas are important. Yes, if there's one thing I can tell you about uh, today's show, commas are important, very important. Sue, hello, you're here, and goodbye. Well, hello. Good to see you, and sorry you have to go. Um, oh, Ouija, not a Hollywood party, but you're planning a Fairbanks-style equinox party, bonfire, beer, etc., and barbecue bear ribs. Bear ribs? Really? Did you write spare ribs and it corrected it to bear ribs? Because if it's barbecue bear ribs, I don't know. I don't think Belinda would come off being a vegetarian to have bear ribs. In fact, I think it would freak her out. But I would love to get up there and have some of that. Pick. You're asking if I saw Brad wearing a skirt, and you're saying it wasn't a good look. I didn't see that, but I have two skirts to my name, not counting the what's that thing where you just wrap a piece of cloth around you. I have that also. Um, I should hear the story about the bear. Yeah, I should hear the story. How are bear ribs? Rich wants to know. I think everybody wants to know that. Delicious. I'd imagine the bear ribs taste differently depending on what the bear's been eating. You don't want the bear ribs off a bear, one of those dumpster bears. You want the bear ribs off a bear that's been eating honey and blueberries. That's some delicious bear meat right there. Unbearable? No, completely bearable. Not a toga. Um, Gosh, I don't know why I can't think of the word because it's a very simple word. But anyway, I have a couple kilts. I cut two utility kilts. And so I would wear a skirt. So Brad Pitt, still go for it. Do what you want to. That's my advice to Brad Pitt. And he's already doing it. Uh, Brother went to a Hollywood Bowl with some Jonathan Club members, and the food was very high class. He kept saying, "Where can I get nachos?" Then he told them the most important part of an orchestra is the triangle, because if the guy messes up, everybody knows it. Yeah, you got to be quiet when the triangle's playing. Um, Mangy dumpster bear, no, not delicious. Um, Sarong, I think it might be sarong. I think sarong is right. Sarong is right. Sue with the winner. Sarong. Sarong, suckers. It's sarong. Uh, you would wear Brad Pitt. Jen, way to make it serial killery. Um, you bought Moosegetti in the 7th grade. Yeah, I would eat moose. I would eat some Moosegetti, although moose eats some mucky stuff off the bottom of lakes. But still, I suppose I would eat some moose. Flavia says hello. She's having trouble communicating. Well, I did see Flavia earlier. Tell her hello for me. She can see this, can't she? Is Veramit very grizzly? Ooh, Alan, nice. Everybody's in on the game today. James, you played triangle once at the local orchestra, and yes, you were so nervous you'd mess up because everyone would know. Or would they really? You ding when you should have donged. How bad? How bad is that? To ding when you should have donged? I only got one wrinkle, and I'm sitting on it. You kissed a moose when you were in Alaska. Pick. I hope that's metaphorical because moose are dangerous. If you see a moose, please don't try and kiss it. That's very, very dangerous. Bear meat is super fatty in September. Interesting. Julie, yes. If loving you so wrong, I don't want to be right. Exactly. You're there. Did I watch the series finale of Better Call Saul last night? I did not watch it. I gave up on Better Call Saul. I just said someone else is going to call Saul. I stopped calling. I think I made it through 2 seasons. That was as much as I could do. And I love Bob Odenkirk, and also, God, who plays his brother? My brain, so wrong. There's something so wrong with my brain right now. You fed willow branches to a moose, Julie. These are solid. Moosegetti and willow branches. Oh, you donged when you should have dinged, and you got 2 kids. Rich to chooch. Solid one. You know, it's great to be here today. I thought I was going to have our friend Christella here with us today, friend of the show, friend of mine, because we were supposed to go for burgers, but then show business. Michael McKean played Saul's brother. Yes, thank you, Eric. Michael McKean, also Lenny and the Squid Tones. Love Michael McKean. Jake BCS got better every season. Better Call Saul got better every season. Possible. Although when I was watching it, I felt like maybe it was just not for me. I don't know. I can't understand everything. Maybe I'll go back to it. Maybe I won't. We were going to watch the 3rd, 4th, whatever season of Stranger Things is out. Belinda punched out after 1 episode of that. We're 2 episodes from the end of, oh my God. I can't remember the name of anything right now. We're 2 episodes from the end of a show that I'm looking up on Netflix because I'm not even going to do hints about it. Because I feel like it's so sad that I can't. Squid Game. 2 episodes from the end of Squid Game, and loving it. I never thought that Belinda would be into the Squid Game, but she's liking it. I'm having one of them poor reception days. I believe it. You had a private tour of Alaska Zoo with the zoo's veterinarian. Pick. That sounds like a good visit to Alaska. Dave, you couldn't get traction with Better Call Saul either? Well, that's actually nice to hear. City moose are cool. Bush moose will stomp you to death. Yeah, Ouija, solid advice. Watch out for the bush moose. There's your t-shirt for the day. You think Michael McKean is the only performer as to be featured as a musical guest on SNL before joining the cast? James, interesting piece of tidbit. Yes, because he's in Spinal Tap. Is that right? I think that is right. I think we have a winner, but I don't know if it's me. Couldn't do Better Call Saul either, my sister is saying. But then again, you'd like Virgin River. I haven't seen Virgin River, but I'm into it. Pick, I'm sorry your screen is frozen. I'm sorry that people are having troubles today. I'm going to check my internet, get back to you on Friday for the happy half hour. So I'll be back here for the happy half hour on Friday. If you're listening to this on the podcast or you're watching this on the YouTube and you want to know when it's live, 3 p.m. Tuesdays and Fridays, California time on the Facebook. And I'm thinking about switching to Substack. I don't know if they have a live option, but I may start posting these there also. So let me know what you think of Substack. Think about it. Let me know on Friday what you think about it. It has been a fun day, Andrew, and you're just in time for Seize the Day. It's time for Seize the Day. Seize the Day. I've received 200 stars. This is very exciting, and I can't wait to redeem them for cash and fabulous prizes. Today's Seize the Day is from Michael J. Fox. How about that? Sitcom star of the, I think that's the 90s, maybe even goes back to the 80s. And of course, movie star and noted Parkinson's thriver. So carpe diem, exactly. Michael J. Fox. I'd like to encourage people to realize that any action is a good action if it's proactive and there's a positive intent behind it. Michael, yeah, any action is a good action if it's proactive and there's a positive intent behind it. I feel like Michael is just stating the obvious. Yeah, good actions are proactive and have positive intent behind them. So yeah, try and do something proactive with a positive intent behind it before I see you again. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be nice to a jerk. And whatever you do, this goes for all of you. Even if you're out there looking for fossilized remains of human beings, don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you on Friday for the Happy Half Hour.